Nunzvatunzva dzemumbare dzave kureplace machanzi nemakadhibhokisi. Umwe wakaritiwa ritsenga ndobva waritsenga.
Asi ukatanga kuritsenga usingafunganya unotoona kuti machanzi akadaro anonaka.
You know, if there is one thing that I've discovered, too much of any food, I think, not gonna buy is on. Like it will end up messing you up, thinking good. No, it's for poor people. Because of course, when you were poor, you were eating that food probably every single day, every other day, you will be chowing the food. So I can give a good example. Have you ever spent a very long time without eating a certain type of food?
Yes.
And what's that?
It was ice cream at one point.
Ice cream? Like how long did you take without eating ice cream?
3 months.
I'm talking about years. Something that you spent like years without eating.
Chunks.
Okay, what was the longest time you took before you, of course, ate soya chunks?
It was for about 6 months. You know, we were at boarding school, and
I'm talking about something that took years. For an example, my case, I took almost above 10 years. I think almost 15 years without eating chunks.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my pooty, bro.
No, how can you spend a year without eating mapudi?
Because I ate my pooty so much since birth until I was 18, and then I decided I don't want this.
I won't forgive you for that one, because I mean, how can you stop eating mapudi? Every Zimbabwean eats mapudi. Like,
you know,
bro, you can't spend a year without chowing mapudi.
If you went to a boarding school, you realize, Kuti, when your tuck comes in, you know, the snacks and everything. That was the main character, maputi, you know. So you keep on consuming that from grade 3 until form 6, you know, and you realize, I've had too much of this.
I ate some of the food that I last ate when we had like drought and famine in Zimbabwe. Like I think it was
2008.
Thank you. I ate chunks for the first time. Like I was like, you know, I couldn't wait to eat those chunks because it's just my friend who gave them to me. So I got home and apparently I couldn't wait to eat them. But now I had forgotten that I'd brought them home. So I was apparently, I don't know, I was tired. So I just started boiling potatoes, put all the tomatoes, onions, and whatever, spices. All of a sudden, a thought just hit my brain. And I was like, I brought my chunks. How can I cook them?
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, just hoy them in there.
Yo. With potatoes?
Yes. While the potatoes were boiling, like I think it was probably like 2 minutes or so. Then I get some chunks. After putting those soy chunks, I cooked for about like 40 minutes, I think. Because I know that those things, they don't cook easily, eh?
Yeah, they need time to boil.
Yeah, they really need time to boil. You have to soak them early in the morning before you leave the house. Then in the afternoon when you come back from church or wherever, maybe school or something, that's when you get to cook it. So with me, I just boiled them 40 minutes. And you know, the first bite reminded me of the days when we would wake up at 4:30 so that we would have to walk for I think about 1.5 kilometers to wait for the truck that was delivering bread.
Wow.
Yes. So
was it a daily thing or?
Almost a daily thing.
Oh, wow.
You know, if I think about those days, man, things were tough. Life was really hard. So the first bite was like, no, man, I've been through the most. If you were there in 2008, I understand that other people would say, 1992 and then early 2000, there's something that also happened.
Yeah.
But 2008.
Hey, I vividly remember that era.
So, in my head, I'm just talking about the first bite. It didn't take like 3, 4, 5 seconds. It just happened instantaneously, like boom, and the thought just came into my brain. I remember the days when I used to share. It was either vegetables or chunks with my neighbor, and you know, if maybe your family has got some little extra money, you'll eat with beans.
Beans was the luxury.
Yeah. So we would share, like, okay, I still remember my neighbor's name is, by then it was Charles and his sister. They were staying together. So I was staying with my dad and my other brother. Yeah. My mom was always there at the farm because, I mean, like in the city, life wasn't lifing. Yeah. So we would eat food together with the neighbors through the fence.
What do you mean through the fence?
No,
I hope it's not what I have in my mind.
No, like we had to break and to make a hole. Ne? Oh. You know, this story seems like it's something, I'm trying to be funny, but it really happened. So these thoughts ran through my mind within a split second. Yeah. So what we would do is I would cook vegetables today, then tomorrow that's when I'm going to cook chunks. Then the other day it's going to be cabbage. Then the other day it's going to be beans. Then the other day it's going to be termites.
Termite?
Yes.
Machuru?
Yes. Because those things, they don't get affected by famine, right?
Yeah, so, they don't.
I mean, we had like
at least you had some protein.
We had 4 buckets of termites. Yeah, dried termites. Those things, they lasted for a year. I mean, like, those insects.
For a year?
Yes.
So what were you using for starch?
For starch, fortunately, my granny was still alive, if I'm not mistaken. So our family has always been known to be like farmers, you know. So we were getting beans and maize left, right, and center. So those two, and there's one thing that I hate. You know that corned beef?
Yeah.
That tinned beef, that one?
Yeah.
I don't want to see that thing.
Why do you hate it?
I don't.
I've nothing against it.
I think we had maybe 3, 4, 5 cartons in our house. Yeah. And the day when we would say we're eating meat, that was meat. So, you know, in the morning, sometimes we try to cook it with rice. I still remember the cooking oil that we were even using. There was this shop where we used to go with sunflowers. Yeah. Then they process the cooking oil for you.
From the sunflowers? Yes. Whilst you're waiting?
Yes. And the cooking oil is smelling horribly.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So you would cook with that cooking oil. That smells horribly. Because sometimes if you didn't have the sunflowers, they would have to sell you the ready-made one. The one that they would have processed. My guy, I'm telling you. It was smelling horrible. So we couldn't really use that cooking oil. Those at home would understand what I'm talking about. So you would have to wait for the cooking oil to really boil. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it boils for like 5-10 minutes. We had recipes. Imagine. You know, poverty is not nice. Famine is not good.
It is not.
We had recipes for chunks. We had methods to get rid of the smell of the cooking oil. That was just because
Had you always known about it, or it was because of the famine that you actually had to discover a way to make it work?
It was a matter of survival. And you know, in Gutu, people were cooking stones.
What do you mean stones?
Yes, they were cooking stones in 2008 in Gutu. People were cooking stones. I think in other areas of Chipinge.
Because I'm thinking if you're cooking something, you're going to have to eat it. So what was the point in cooking?
They would boil the stones, then put some herbs in there just to make some gravy and add a bit of salt. And they didn't have salt, apparently, so they would use some wild leaves as well so that they can get to taste. People eating tree leaves, people eating grass. So I think ours was better in 2008. I don't know, man.
For me, it was a bit challenging.
What was going on?
I was at school. 2008, I was in primary school. And it was not just a school, it was a boarding school.
Boarding school.
Where you would have one visit for the term, right? And even if you call home to say, I need food, they also didn't have food. So...
They would just say it as well.
It was crazy because, you know, I don't know what you call it in English.
Yeah.
Mashanje. The green ones.
Oh, the Evarungu.
Yeah. And Mashanje Chirungu. So you'd get that one. It's very green. You put it in your clothes. You put it maybe in your trunk or under your clothes. You put it at 2 p.m. At 7, you're having hopes. You're thinking, okay, maybe Raif. You know, we might laugh right now, but it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. And another thing is, you know Hacha. You know Hacha, right?
Hacha.
I also don't know what it's called in English. But there was a tree, there was a muhacha tree.
Yeah.
So we'd get the hachas there, and then you'd get a stone and try to open the seed because the seed was very hard. So inside it, there was something. I don't even know what that was.
So some nuts type of nuts.
That type of thing.
Inside.
So you had to find a strong stone and start fighting with the hacha.
We did that with mapfura. We did that. Which is the marula fruit. We did that with what's this one, man? I think it's hacha. The brown ones.
It is brown.
Not chakata. That one is chakata, not hacha.
I don't know, but I think that time in the hacha, like it brown kunze, and then in the middle it's yellowish, and then the seed is whitish, creamish, and then what's inside the seed?
Yes, that's what we would strive for.
It's also like creamish or whitish. I don't know. So the school that I went to, Kwankuruku. You know, most of the boarding schools, so it was at the Bundus, you know what I'm saying? So they had the Bundus, we had to make a plan. Like, unengone chika from trunk, but chaka skopera, you know. I remember at the time, I think Takamuswa 11, konsichu ya imujige, that was supposed to be supper. Langangori cabbage, Now for real though, it was just cabbage and water, and I don't know if I would call it sads or what, but there was something for starch.
No, apparently they were mixing. They were also cooking. You know mawuyu for
the baobab.
Yes, the baobab. They would mix it so that kids will stay healthy. And people didn't know that. I heard that in boarding schools they were mixing a bit of mawuyu because, like, even I heard at other schools they were eating porridge. Like the other time, if there's another thing that I hate today.
What is that?
Korosi. Wheat and barley, especially barley. But
it was coming through, though. It was coming through for you at the time.
You know, people would cook that.
Yeah.
At first, it was enticing in my eyes. I ate it once. The second time, I was like, no, this is not
again.
Not again. But I'm telling you, the period that was worst for me was the period where I had to eat chunks. And the period that I had where I had to eat that thing that I was talking about, the corned beef. I hate that thing, my friend. I can tell you, if you start cooking it now.
But I think you're even lucky to have it at the time, because that used to be part of our attack at school. But at that time,
you know what was happening? We never knew when the famine was going to end. So you couldn't overspend your food, overeat, overcook your food. So we would preserve it. Imagine you're preserving the meat that you know that it tastes horrible, but you still have to preserve it.
So that you don't die.
So that you don't die.
So that you don't die.
But honestly telling you, I had also that in what is that, man? The side of Chipinge, Chimani. People were also eating wild trees. There were trees. Yes, I'm telling you. Then there were these wild herbs that grow regardless of the
season and everything.
The season, you know. Yeah. They survived on that. And also people from Mozambique were helping people out.
Did the animals survive 2008? No,
people ate almost everything. I can tell you, in the raw areas, that's when the baboons started disappearing and the monkeys. Baboons? Not to say they knew that they were getting hunted.
So you're telling me someone took a baboon and fried it in the pan?
No. I wouldn't know how they did it. Even up to now, there are people who eat baboons. Anyway.
For real?
Yeah, I mean, like, look at the Hadzabe tribe and all that.
Would you?
See a baboon.
When it gets so hard.
Without my knowledge, I would.
Suspicious.
But like, watching it, then, I mean, you eat McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You eat burgers.
Yeah, don't make me overthink.
Okay, thank you. You know there are conspiracies around McDonald's food, right? That they mix different types of meat.
Baboon included?
I don't know. But they do mix different types of meat. So, my point, is I finally managed to eat food that I last ate during my days of suffering, during famine.
We're so glad you survived.
Yeah, I survived. I always knew that I was going to survive. Here's how I always knew. I want to collect something. Why isn't it? Bro, this is crazy. I think there's a ghost.
We have another person.
Okay, because that one is supposed to look for my face.
We have a chipoko here. All along was it recording, Shaganaka? All along was it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. You will record that. But then you don't eat things in Maziso. So then Mazisoni has wood area well defined. Yeah, thank you. Now it's focused. That's why I trust you. So the years of famine, I think it was 2008 going to 2009 and things got better. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, enough of my chunks. I had a beautiful meal. I tasted chunks after maybe over 15 years of not.
But you're saying you mix the chunks with potatoes.
Yes, I had to mix.
There are people who can cook and then there are people who mix. I'm just saying. But if it worked, I'm proud of you.
So apparently there are people who mix.
They don't cook, they mix.
They don't cook. I saw somebody who was mixing actually.
What were they mixing?
They took it was a chicken. They took cow legs. What do you call those? Manina.
Yeah, manina.
Yes, they took those. They took it was pork. Yeah, they put it in the same pot and added potatoes, whatever, tomatoes and everything. Then they boiled, but they overboiled. They overcooked. I think for about it was almost 2 hours. And the people that were eating the food, they were saying it's edible. Apparently, it's one of the recipes that's used when cooking poikikos, which is an Afrikaans dish.
I've never tried that one.
It's very nice, eh? But I don't know. This one I saw it on the internet. It was a guy who was just surviving in the wild.
Doesn't manina take longer to cook than chicken?
That's the thing. So apparently they say when you overcook this type of meat, it will release the flavor that will then get into the other meat that is not yet cooked, and that overcooked will mix and will gradually get into the cow legs, and the cow legs will then cook, and then everything get mixed up together, and it's nice. Can you cook?
Yeah.
I didn't say can you mix food. I asked if you can cook.
Why are you being shady?
I've never tasted the food that you cook. That's the thing.
Okay, I'll arrange.
Yeah, apparently, I'm actually thinking we should do a cooking
show.
Cooking show, yeah.
That's a great idea.
Can you mix or can you cook?
I can cook, bruh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't mix.
Do you know butter poto?
I'm mine.
Let's do the show. Ndakamborimona rine makumbo. That was in the time that I vividly remember was in 2024 in December. My mom's friend passed on, unfortunately.
Okay.
And we went ikoko paitodiwa muna nomona sadza. Saka kune vakapambira, kupambira sadza. Like a mixer hupu, ne cold water,
mixer, yeah.
Yeah, kuna vaka mixer. I cannot rinse sorry, but maka mixer. They mix and then they put in the pot.
Okay.
And they put hot water and water. Pani sadza parinoshka pakunzi, panodetermine tirichaita sadza, iri kana tirichaita mbodza.
Porridge, yeah.
When you have to mourn. That's where I intervened.
But are there people who really test that, like who know? Because in Indarangote in Chikura, I think by that time I was in grade 4, grade 5. My mom just told me, Sads, I don't know. All right, then no porridge like, then roaches or no smell. So. And I think in my head, and didn't smell yoyo.
Same.
Yeah, but I can tell, kuti. And also, during those days, there was, I think, 5 different types of milimel. It was the mugaiwa, which had like everything, muguri and all that. Then there was mugaiwa, which was clean maize, but probably the maize wasn't the A grade. Then there was mugaiwa with good maize. Then there was palenta.
Palenta, which one was palenta? And
then there was roller meal and palenta. So the one that we called palenta is like extra refined one. The roller meal is the one that's just what do you call it? They
where does the yellow one fit in? There's
Kenya.
This yellow, yeah.
Oh,
where does it fit?
Yes.
That one was nice though, and
it was nice. It had a flavor.
Is it still around? It's been.
Hey, the porridge. The Kenya porridge, that one, it was
nice.
It was nice. You put peanut butter there.
Yeah. It was nice. Now there is amabele. The sorghum.
Nah, we don't do that.
It is healthy though.
I understand it is healthy, but some of us are gluten intolerant, so we won't survive. I mean, we'll process it, but it will take longer. We'll actually suffer from it, so I'll rather go for the Kenya one. The Kenya one had flavor. It was so balanced.
It's been more than 10 years since I had that. So
let's look for it.
Look for it.
So people at home, if there's anybody who has good Kenya mealie or okay, who can plug us with that yellow maize meal,
please plug us.
Yeah, we just want to get plugged and taste it.
Maybe we must have it at the cooking show. Trust me.
Go again, cooking show.
Trust me, I can cook that Kenya thing.
Okay. No, I'll give you a benefit of doubt, but
thank you.
Jesus.
How would you think I can't cook though?
You can't.
Why?
You don't seem so.
Motivate your assumption.
All right. Your profession doesn't allow you to play with pots. You know how to defend yourself against being sent to cook or
in an African home.
Talking about the African culture, though, there's something that we were talking about earlier on. What was that?
We touched a lot of things, but I think one of the things that I vividly remember, we talked about gender equality and how it's relating to the marital requirements according to the Bible, according to culture and stuff like that. Women want to work now. They want to go to work, even if they're in the marriage. And there are men who say, stay at home. I don't want a wife who works. So there's a clash now. That's one of the things that we're talking about.
From your perspective as a woman, what are the advantages of going to work when you're married?
The advantages of going to work when you're married?
Of working, of being employed as a married woman. What's there to benefit for you as a woman?
It keeps you occupied. Depending
with the occupied at home.
The work at home is not per se the same with the work that you do elsewhere. Even if you're working at home, you can attest that the work that you're doing with your computer is different from having to cater for kids and cook and everything. Zvese is work, right? But then sinendrana nekuti wewe unofila say ponoita there's different types of work. That's why you find out kuti there are women who are married, in as much as they must do my duties, everything, taking care of the kids and all. That's a very big role, by the way. But it doesn't satisfy their mental health. It doesn't make them feel, what's the word for it?
Don't you think that the traditional system works better works for women more? It's like to your advantage.
The traditional system, the one that requires the woman to be at home.
Yes,
and
build a family, take care of the home. Because going back into the wild, but going back into the history, talking about the Stone Age, the Iron Age, even the current traditional communities that are still living in the jungle or wild. It's the men that go to hunt while the women stay at home and take care of the home, basically. So it's something that has been proven over time. Why now? Why would women want to work that hard? I don't really get it. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying, why now? You talked about the mental health. Yes. What's causing it? What's gonna cause mental health if you had to stay at home? Mental health related issues. While you're at home, what do you think triggers that?
Firstly, degree. Why is he not married? You guys have been dating for 4 years. Is that a degree?
That is a degree.
People can be like that. Society always gonna have something to say. But I say, unless you're sure, don't take chances. I will always say, don't take chances.
Yeah.
Don't take chances.
Anyway, like she said, don't take chances. I understand people do need counseling, traumatic counseling. That one I would accept, because I mean our brains get messed up sometimes. But counseling, like marital counseling, you better know your person before.
But you can be traumatized in the marriage, though.
What type of trauma are you going to get in the marriage?
Hey. You don't know this marriage is. You don't know. If we go outside right now and find 5 people who are married and sit them down, you realize it's not a walk in the park. People are going through a lot. Happy pictures, sad marriages. So
those are the consequences of their choices. The problem is you don't want to settle for your choices. You have chosen this person. You agreed, right? Live with it. It's your choice. Why are you getting traumatized? You brought it home. It's like waunza bzinyu mdeni rotanga kuti ndoda unanzviwa. Unovara uronga bzinyu musana waija. Kati padumbu.
That's a crazy analogy, but it's very true. For each action, there's going to be a consequence, and you can't run away from that.
Yes, you can't run away from that. Yeah, I'm okay. Those who want to go for counseling, go to them, go to those guys. I mean, they're going to charge you a leg and an arm just for them to tell you things that you already know.
If you believe it works, go for it.
Yeah.
But other issues except for marriage and what, people should go for counseling.
With marriage, the other person is your choice. You understand? But there's some traumas, like for an example, a mother who has given birth, you know, that pregnancy period and all that may cause traumas that may need some special attention.
Period.
Yeah, I don't know. It's what?
Postpartum. Like post is after, before pre.
Okay.
And then the trimesters and what, but trimesters and what. Hey, no, I don't know, but it is that way. I'm not a mother yet. I wouldn't know much, but
period. You may need counseling.
Yeah.
You may need some psychological therapy. Maybe you were beaten by your husband for like 3 years, and you were not saying you may need that. You don't need counseling there. You need therapy. You know, so that you
can cope.
Yeah, you can
cope. With the
cope.
effects,
Yeah, but you don't need to stay with the person who murders you every day.
How does it get to the murdering though? Because it was all lovey-dovey for our 4 years and people said it's a degree. Now we are married, you're murdering me.
No, the problem with women is some of them, okay, according to what I've heard, and I didn't hear this once. It was more than once.
What did you say?
I did tell you now. Okay, with women, there are other women whose love language is pain. So if you don't get to beat them,
at home.
Yes, no, I'm telling you. If you
There's no justification for beating someone, whether it's a man or a woman. There's no justification for violence.
And there are men who are ready to jump on that. Like they just, it's just a word, you know.
But
yeah, blah, 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 I know the guy who was getting beaten, then he would just keep quiet. But the day he got angry, it didn't end well. I'm telling you. I know another guy who got abused for like, I think it was 3 months. I would hear the wife like throwing things around. Sometimes when he's leaving the house, the wife would be holding the baby with a pan or a pot in the head. But the guy would just say, this one is crazy. Then the guy just goes to work. But the day the guy decided just to give a small. It was more than 5 police cars.
Why don't you leave other than waiting until the day you're going to give small? Because taking that woman was also a choice, like what you said earlier.
That's the same thing with women.
But then violence is not immediately displayed, though, in most cases. That's why you find out, Kuti, especially in the traditional marriages.
Yeah.
If you go to the aunt kunatete and you say, "Kuti, my man has been beating me."
Yeah.
What? They will look at adaro takamukudza pano adaro, you know. If you go to the sisters, it doesn't do that.
Have people to back them up, and
they
it's quite sad.
I feel like abusers and narcissists treat everybody else around them so good that the time that you want to report them, you be the liar. No one is going to believe you.
Devil.
But how can I detect that this one is violent? Because, hey, people can pretend, 4 good years, no slap, no high rise of a voice, nothing. And then on a random day,
yeah, stuff do happen, but my message is, if you see another side that you don't like, and you tell the person that I don't like this side, and the person continues, it is important that you leave right away. Why would you stay? Why would you stay? You are getting beaten, my friend. Hey, do you know getting beaten?
But the Bible didn't say if you get beaten, you must leave.
What did it say? If you get beaten,
there's no prescription of what should happen when you get beaten. I don't know. Maybe I missed it, but I don't know, man. People are getting beaten.
If you get beaten, my friend,
you forgive,
run away.
Now run, shame. Immediately run.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to wait until you get killed. You won't even be alive to report it. You're gone. Your children are there. He gets another wife. Life moves on.
Anyway, I think that's it from us for today. We might end up here. People at home, remember to like, follow, share, subscribe, and comment, and send in your thoughts. We love you.
Don't beat each other.
Hey, don't beat each other.
No to violence, please.
Yeah, and you counselors, people, these therapists, make sure you're doing the right thing, because people are giving you a lot of money, Yeah, they do get a lot of money.
It is a lot. It has to be worth it. But
what can we say? What can we say? Okay, we want to sing for you before we leave. What's that song? Okay, yeah.